the difference between USA and UK, or American and British English. Let's get straight into it. You can see a few examples here on the screen: elevator, lift, sidewalk, pavement, line, queue, silverware, cutlery, humor, the spelling, and organized spelling too. But there are many more we're going to check out in this video. So let's see. First of all, some vocabulary. So elevator or lift is this one here, and it's the same thing, just American and British. Garbage and rubbish, as we see here. And to be honest, nowadays even British people use like trash. Trash is more American, but we say trash, garbage, rubbish, but usually rubbish. And number 3, vacation or holiday. This would be a nice view to have right now. So yeah, to be on vacation or to be on holiday. And 4, a truck or a lorry. British people, again, they say both. Sometimes I feel like maybe lorry is a longer one, truck is a bit shorter, and yeah, but both of them are fine. And sweater, jumper, like this very plain one here. And I think sweater for me as a British person is like something thicker. Jumper maybe is, to be honest, it's hard. People have different opinions, but yeah, sweater American, jumper British. And cookie, biscuit. So I put different pictures here. So on the right, this one British people would call a cookie, but on the left, these are biscuits. So if it has like chocolate chips or chocolate pieces or some piece like this inside, and it's a circle shape, then it would usually be a cookie, we would call it, and it would be very sweet. But a biscuit is possibly a different shape or without chocolate chips inside, and yeah, we'll call it a biscuit. Okay, and then 7, French fries and chips. So we also say French fries if it's like this picture, for example, from McDonald's, and they are really thin, then we'll call them French fries. But if they are thick and cooked maybe in a different way, but I guess the same way really, they can be deep fried, they can be baked, but if they are thicker, they are chips. So that's why you hear fish and chips, and you'll find pictures of really thick ones, thick potatoes, and they are chips, not fries. Okay, and then 8 is a line or a queue, this picture down here. So these people are waiting in a line, they are waiting in a queue. And number 9, parking lots or car park. So yeah, I would say car park as a British person generally. Parking lot, I never use parking lot, only if I read it somewhere. And 10, silverware or cutlery. There are a few other names people may have, but knife, fork, spoon, these type of things would be silverware or cutlery. Okay, so there are a few. And now about spelling. So the first one here, most words ending in OUR in British English are spelled without the U in American English. So we have this example of spelling of humor. British way of humor is with the OUR, and American without the U. And the other example is behavior, has OUR, and in American English without a U. So there are many examples like this you can research and find yourself. And the next one, many words or most words ending in RE in British English are spelled with ER in American. So we have these examples: center and liter. Yeah, and there are many more, meter also. And then the final one here, so many British English verbs ending in ISE are spelled or spelt with IZE. And also this letter Z, in British English we will say Z, but Americans will say Z. So you might say IZE, but British say IZE. So example, realize, it's the same, just with a S or a Z. And organize with the S or a Z, etc. Okay, and the next one, so about a double L. In British English, we double up the final L when a word is more than one syllable, and we add a vowel suffix. So, yeah, vowel suffix meaning an I or A, E, O, E, like this. So ing, ation, etc. And there are some exceptions to this. Here we have some examples. So in British English, to cancel something, like cancel my appointment, we can say cancelling with a double L. Cancelled, I cancelled my appointment, or I have a cancellation. And American English, they will not double this L. But yeah, there are some exceptions to this. And we have another example: marvel, marvelous, marveled, marveling, and American English with a single L. Then final one, travel, traveling, traveled. Yeah, and this is useful if you are writing something, a document, and maybe your spell check says that you were wrong. It maybe means that you are using the other version, so if you put the double L and it says it's wrong, it's because you're using an American version of that spell checker, I guess. Okay, so that's good to know. And another spelling, a common spelling difference is that you'll find some small differences with past forms of irregular verbs. So the past tense of learn in American English is learned with ed, and British English has the option of learned with ed or learnt with a t, and the pronunciation is different with learned or learnt. And we have the same rule that applies to dreamed and dreamt, so also very different pronunciation. Burned or burnt, leaned and lent. So yeah, there are quite a few of them, and Americans tend to use the ed ending, Brits tend to use the t ending. Yeah, and if for those who don't know, Brits, just British people means. Okay, and now about pronunciation, which is my favorite part, the most obvious differences. So we have the first one, omission of R, not saying R, or R, if you can hear a difference there. So in British English, you only pronounce a written R if there is a vowel sound after it. So let's say these words, for example, park, we have R and K, so it's consonant consonant. There is not a vowel here, so we don't say the R sound. It's just like a AW sound or AH sound. It's a R, very soft R. So park, horse, it's like a or sound, not a or. So we don't use the R. So horse, further. So park, horse, further. In American English, they do pronounce the written R, so it's more like park, horse, and further. Yeah, this one is a little difficult for me, the American further, but yeah, maybe like that. Okay, then next we have a group of words which, if we have the ARR sound or ARR sound, then it can change from A to E in American. Yeah, so the A sound is more like E. And an example, we have carry. So I would say carry as in the British way, and American way is more like with the E. So carry, 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 carry. And this word embarrass, American might say embarrass. It's a E, embarrass, not embarrass. And Harry, more like hairy, the E, hairy. So yeah, it sounds like this word, hairy, like you have a hairy chest, or hairy, I don't know, something else. So yeah, Harry, hairy. And this is quite funny at the bottom. These words, marry, merry, Mary, So they all sound the same in American English, but different in British English. So American version maybe is like Mary, Mary, Mary. They might pronounce these different words, but I would say marry, Mary, Mary. Okay. Now we have this one about j sound after T, D, N, L, S, Z. It's omitted in American English. So, example, British English, I say tune with a like a yoon, a tune. It's like a ch sound. So, but in American English, it's more like tune. So, British tune, American tune, and British duty, American duty or duty, maybe they will say like this, and British new, so you have a y sound, duty, new, and American new. And we have suits, but I don't pronounce it this way. I think most British people now, they pronounce it the American way, more like suits. But yeah, or I don't really say suits, I would say suits. And this one, not such a common word, but a good example, exude, and American exude. Yeah, so exude and exude. And this is called a yod drop, or this is a yod dropping. Okay, so I think that's all clear. These are the main points I would like to mention, and let me know what you think, or if you have any questions, and how do you pronounce these words that you saw here, and if you have any other examples maybe. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.